How you doing, gamers? This is John with Gamester81.com. This episode, I'm going to talk about the new Vectrex app that just came out late last year in 2012. Before I do that, I want to talk about the Vectrex itself. This is a Vectrex console. Came out in 1982 by GEC. It plays vector-style graphics, and it's got a built-in monitor. That's why it's called Vectrex. A lot of our classic arcades back in the day, including Asteroids and Tempest, used vector graphics, which are linear graphics. Very cool. One of my favorite consoles. It is not cheap to collect. The console itself will set you back several $100s at least. But cool thing is a company called Rant Media Games released an app, and it's called Vectrex Regeneration. It's free to download, and it's playable on the iOS. So if you have an iPad or iPhone, it'll play on either of those. And it comes with Mindstorm. If you want to download the additional games, which there are 18 plus 4 independent homebrew games, which are cool, so it's playing those as well. It's like less than $10, so it's definitely worth it. It doesn't emulate the graphics perfectly, but it does it good enough. It doesn't, the sound is, I don't know if you can hear the humming sound here, but the original Vectrex has an original humming sound where this doesn't. I'll turn this off. You can see it for yourself. I don't know if there's a big difference, if you can tell, but there is a difference if you're in the room, you can tell. Anyway, guys, without any further ado, let's take a closer look at the Vectrex Regeneration. Well, the cool thing about this app is not only is it the Vectrex console itself, but it emulates and has a feel of an 80s game room. So let me show you what I mean. So you can move over, you can look around, you can move over here, and it shows you the games. So there's 18 games that you can purchase, and 4 games that are like indie games or homebrew games, which is cool. So it supports those. So you can pick all these games for less than $10, which is cool. You can pick a random game here. Let's do Scramble. And not only, and it shows you the box art. So you can move it around. You can read the box, which is cool. Solar Quest, same thing. You can move it around, look at all different angles of the box art. You can read about it. And you can do quick play. Also, it has scores, so it lists scores, so it puts you against other players on through the program. So you can, it's a global score. Let's go. This is an indie game here, Vector21. Again, you can see the box. You can read the instructions. Go down. Let's go to a game called Berserk. Oh. You can look at the box. You can go to instructions. It tells you how to play. Again, scores. You can go quick play. You can go continue. Let's go quick play. And here's the game itself. Now these are the buttons. Here's a joystick. So obviously all touch. Now, to be honest with you, these touch buttons aren't ideal. If you have an arcade, it certainly plays a lot better, and I'll show you how that plays and works on here in a second. Berserk is based on a classic arcade game. Let's go back to main menu here. And you can also add the overlay. So each game has its own overlay. So you can go to continue. And it adds, the overlays are meant to add some color to the game as well, which is cool. So we'll go back to menu here. Go to controls. Button layout. You can add where you want to add the buttons. Joystick display on. You can turn the joystick display off if you want. You can adjust the sensitivity of it. Let's go back to different games. Let's do Mindstorm. Continue. I have the overlay here on. This plays just like Asteroids. Let's go back to main menu here. You can adjust the sound as well if you want. So we got the games done. This is the leaderboard for Mindstorm or whatever game you're playing. Here's some information here. This is where game collectors, thanks for supporting indie games. So this is like news and stuff like that. So people on Facebook and stuff, information, latest of what's going on. This is cool too. There's just some information, some videos. So video cassette, this is a French commercial. You can read this. This is information about what is the Vectrex and information about a little bit the timeline of the games, what how when it was released, the overview of the console itself. So this is definitely a true testament to the console. Here's picture gallery of developing the game, and it shows you some images of how they were 3D imaging of creating the whole game and stuff like that. This is a Vectrex commercial, so let's go play. Get the old TV.
Presenting the revolutionary Vectrex arcade system. Ordinary home video games can't match the laser-sharp visual effects of Vectrex.
So I think that's kind of a neat little deal. You can do that. That's pretty cool. And it's got the VHS tape. So pretty cool. Let me show you how this thing actually works on the iCade. So I have my iCade set up, and the cool thing about the iCade is it's done through Bluetooth, so you don't need to connect anything. So whether you have a newer iPad or the older iPad, you don't need to worry about the different connections, because I know there's a different connection. So it's all Bluetooth technology, which is really sweet. So let's check out a different game here. Let's go to Done. Let's go over here. Let's show you, what game should I show you? Let's do Spike. Now they plan on releasing more games eventually, obviously, for the system as well. So stay tuned. You'll play. And this is done with a joystick and buttons here. So Spike actually is a very unique game because there's actually voice overs in this game. It's a weird platforming game. Gotta figure out which one's jump. There you go. So I'm supposed to go up the the ladder here and save my girlfriend apparently. So I'm not sure. I think Spike is supposed to be a cat. It's a weird 3D almost look on it. There was a 3D imager that came out for the Vectrex. And that's super rare. And there's also a light pen. Now the light pen will not work on this because it's obviously a different thing, but let's fall off here and see what happens. It's definitely much easier to play this game using the iCade. I think the touch button controls are a little awkward. Certainly playable, but a little awkward. Definitely not as like playing with the normal joystick, because the original joystick controller had something nice. But regardless, I mean, for $10, really, you can't go wrong, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the Vectrex. Let me know, guys, if you've ever played one. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you guys soon. Happy gaming. Take care.